A very good evening to everybody who has joined us in the Zoom, everybody who is seeing us on YouTube. My name is Pranita Rotman and I'm the moderator for today's meditation. Very welcome to all of you. In case you are joining us for the first time, please feel free to write in the chat whether you're here for the first time, then please write one. If you have been here already a couple of times or you have learned about Sahaja Yoga before, please write 2. And if you have been for a very, very long time, just write 3. In that case, just that we know that whether you all have been here before or not. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for writing that. So there are a couple of new people. Hi, Fu, hi, Vijay. Welcome. So I'll be giving a very short introduction about Sahaja Yoga meditation. So let me share another screen with you. So welcome to our Sahaja Yoga meditation, which is a very, very, very special meditation technique because it starts with your real yoga. Now, what is real yoga? We have learned a lot about yoga, especially there are so many yoga forms coming from India and we hear so many of them all around us. But what does yoga in general means? What does yoga in principle means, in reality means? Yoga means just not these physical exercises, but yoga means the connection, the union with the all-pervading divine power. And this connection is also called Ishwar Pranidhana, that is connection with the all-pervading source of divine love, the almighty power, the cosmic power of the universe. And this is supposed to be the first step in the yoga, whatever yoga you do. But unfortunately, this has always been neglected. And Sahaja Yoga starts from your connection with the source of absolute, with everything, which is the source of everything that we see around us, the whole universe, the nature, we all human beings, everything is moving in one rhythm. And this whole rhythm is being controlled by that one power of the universe, whom we call God Almighty. And if we don't believe in God, we call it the cosmic energy or whatever, this one power which binds us all together, the power that created us. And to get connected to this power which created us is called yoga. And exactly that is going to be our starting point. Now, Sahaja Yoga, let's try to understand this term, Sahaja and Yoga. Sahaj is made up of two parts. If you divide it, it's Saha and Ja. Saha means in Hindi language or in Sanskrit, with, and Ja means born with you. It's like in Hindi, you call it Janma Hua or born with you. Something which is born with you. And what is born with you is this system, what you see on the right side of your screen. This system, which you see on the screen, you can see there are 3 channels, like the left, the blue one, the yellow one, and the central channel, and 7 different energy centers. Now, this subtle system, what you see on your screen, we are born with it. And this system is required for us to get our yoga. So what we're going to do is that we're going to understand about this system, how it works in us. We are going to awaken the system inside us, that we get to feel the existence of it, the state of the system on our central nervous system. For example, if I have a candle here, and if I touch the candle, I know it is hot, I know it is warm, the candle, the flame is warm, so I feel it on my central nervous system. Similarly, we should be in a state to experience the existence of this system inside us, this subtle body inside us, and also its state and also its existence. So now these 2 things can happen inside of us once we get our self-realization. Now, what is self-realization? It's the same thing as yoga, that is union with the all-pervading divine power. And for that union, you have the system inside us. Now, apart from these 3 channels, that is the left one, the right one, and the central channel, and the 7 different energy centers, 3 channels and 7 different energy centers form the basis of our existence. And this system starts to work on a potential energy inside us, which is in a sleeping state, which is in a dormant state. And this energy resides in triangular bone called sacrum, which is exactly under your backbone between C1 and C2 vertebra, if you have learned in biology. This bone resides there. And in this bone, in the sacrum bone, this energy resides in 3.5 coil. Now, this energy is a part of the same divine cosmic energy, which is governing everything. A part of this energy, a reflection of this energy, is present in every human being. Doesn't matter from which country you are, doesn't matter which faith you belong to, doesn't matter what are your perceptions, what are your beliefs, doesn't matter which kind of color of hair you have, or eyes color or skin color. Doesn't matter wherever you are, everybody is born with this divine energy inside them. Now, this energy is in a sleeping state. And when this energy gets awakened in us, she gives us the yoga or the connection or the union with the all-pervading divine power. Now, this energy, which is residing here in 3.5 coil, has a name called Kundalini. She is called Kundalini. Now, this energy is also known in different scriptures of the world, in different faiths, under different name, but everybody is talking about the same energy. And this divine energy is the one which gives us our connection with the permanent Wi-Fi. So you are always in this connection. And in this permanent Wi-Fi, then you start to feel the signals of your subtle body. And once you can correct these signals, you can also correct all the imbalances that we carry in ourselves. Now, if we see as a human beings, we all have some or the other challenges. So we are made up of 4 aspects: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. Mostly we ignore the spiritual aspect, and only after we go through something, or only after our seeking becomes really deep, that we actually turn our attention towards the spiritual aspect. Now, these 4 aspects are being governed by this subtle system inside us. That means whenever we have any kind of problem, whenever we have any kind of challenge at our physical level, it could be a health problem, it could be an emotional problem, it could be a mental health problem, it could be a physical problem, it could be a problem of spiritual problem, like why am I at all here on this earth? So all these challenges that we face in our day-to-day life, it's because of imbalance that we carry in this system inside us. And this imbalance, these imbalances reflect in the form of different problems, different challenges a human being faces. That means once we correct the system inside us, all our 4 aspects, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects, come in balance, they become all right. And once they become all right, all these problems that we face in our lives also become reduced and also is no more there. So it's all about your connection with the whole. And when we are connected with the whole, the source of absolute energy, everything starts to work in us, everything starts to harmonize in us. So I can go on and on talking about it, but let's go straight away to the practice of this meditation, the real actual process, the real actual authentic experience. And for this experience, what you need is just the pure desire, an open heart, and an open mind like a scientist. We take everything as a hypothesis that we have this system inside us. And in the system, there's this energy in all of us, which is the Kundalini. And the third hypothesis could be that when this energy gets awakened, we have the new dimension in our awareness, that we start to feel its existence and also feel the existence of our subtle system. Okay, so let's start with that. And then we go ahead with our theme about the heart. And during the process of meditation, this theme that we have today, that the security comes from the innocent heart. What does that mean? We'll try to do in the second part of the meditation. So to start with, let's keep our both the hands open on the lap. The left hand is the power of desire. We keep it all the time open. And with the right heart, with the right hand, we'll do certain steps. Left hand remains open, like the desire that we want to have this yoga. We want to have this connection, because this energy is a very intelligent energy inside us, divine energy inside us. And she recognizes our pure desire. That means it cannot be forced on anyone. You have to desire it in your own free will. So respecting that free will, we keep both the hands open in the lap. Left hand remains open. We'll see what we will do first, and then we will do this with closed eyes. So first we'll put our right hand on the lower part of the abdomen. That is exactly where your left thighs and left lower abdomen comes in contact with each other. The starting of your thighs, the lower abdomen on the left side. We keep our left hand there, okay? Then we will put our right hand on the upper part of the abdomen. The first step is right hand on the lower abdomen connected to our thighs. Then we put our right hand on the upper part of the stomach, the upper abdomen. Then we put our right hand on the heart. Then we put our right hand between neck and shoulder on the left side. We hold it a little strongly. Then we put our right hand on the forehead. And at the end, we're going to stretch our right hand, stretch it like really. And then we put it on top of the head, on the fontanelle bone area, which is here, a very soft area actually, when you are as a child, when you're born as a child. Exactly here, we put our right hand in a way that it applies a little bit of pressure. A slight pressure is built over there. And then we massage the scalp of our head 7 times in clockwise manner. That is left, in front, center, and back. Okay. So we do this 5-6 steps with closed eyes. And while doing this process, we are going to get in touch. We're going to get connected to our inner energy, the motherly energy, which is the Kundalini in us, which is called Kundalini, coming from the spiral, which means Kundala, and it's a feminine energy inside us, motherly energy inside us, because she corrects our system. And that's why she's called Kundalini. And this whole Sahaja Yoga meditation was founded by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And her photograph you can see on your screen. She's the one who has given this beautiful gift to all the human beings to get themselves back to their peaceful selves, to get back into balance and joy. So let's start the process. During this process, we're going to say some affirmations, some positive sentences, some kind of conversation with our own inner motherly energy, the Kundalini. You can call her mother, you can call her energy, whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? So, and we are going to talk to this energy inside us. We're going to converse with her. And whatever affirmations we say, you don't have to speak it out. You can speak it out if you want, but it is absolutely sufficient if you can just speak it inside your heart or just understand what does that mean. Okay, so let's close our eyes. So while we have closed our eyes, just try to observe ourselves. We'll take a couple of seconds to register what is our state right now before the meditation. So we watch ourselves like a third person and just observe, ask ourselves this question, how are my emotions today? How do I feel emotionally? Do I feel a little disturbed emotionally? Do I have some kind of emotional drag, some kind of inner pain, emotional pain? Is there something which is making me a little uneasy in the heart? Or do I have positive emotions? We just observe what is the state of my emotions right now. Do I feel some kind of drag in my body? And then we observe, how do I feel mentally. We just take a note of it, not judging ourselves, not criticizing, just watching ourselves. Am I having a lot of thoughts? Are these thoughts making me uneasy? Do I have thoughts about the future? Am I worried? How is my attention right now? Now let's take a note of our physical self. How does my body feels right now? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel heavier? Do I have some kind of pain, some kind of uneasiness or cramp somewhere? Now, having observed our physical, mental, and emotional self, let's try to connect to this spiritual power inside us, generated by this system inside us and this divine motherly energy inside us. Before we start that, let's put our right hand first on the heart. And here we just ask one question to this energy inside us. Oh Mother, oh energy, who am I? Who am I in reality? Am I this body, mind, this career, these beliefs, these thoughts, these ambitions? Who am I in reality? Now we put our right hand on the lower part of the abdomen on the left side. Left hand remains open on the lap, and right hand on the left side, lower abdomen, below the stomach, the starting of your thighs, left thighs. And at this point in our physical body, we just request following. We request to this inner energy inside us, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Now this energy center here, where we have put our hand right now, is a generator, is the giver of pure knowledge. Let's just ask a couple of times. Let me have the pure knowledge. The knowledge about who I am, the knowledge about the absolute reality, the knowledge about this inner subtle system, the knowledge about this inner mechanism, the knowledge about our connection with the whole. Please give me the pure knowledge. Let me have the pure knowledge. O Mother, Mother Kundalini, Mother Energy, let me have the pure knowledge. Let me have clarity in all the aspects. Let me have the pure knowledge. Now, having asked for the pure knowledge, we put our right hand on the upper part of the stomach, abdomen, on the left side. And here, at this level, we say a very important affirmation. Here we say, here we affirm with all confidence, O Mother or O Energy, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. O Energy, O Mother, O Motherly Energy, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. I have the capacity to differentiate what is right and wrong. I have the capacity to recognize what is authentic and what is not authentic. I have the capacity to correct myself if required. I have the capacity to improve myself whenever required. O Mother, by your presence, I am my own master, my own teacher. O Mother, I am my own master, my own teacher. Now let's put our right hand back on the heart. Now here, if you remember, we asked the question, a very vital question, and that was, who am I? Who we are? Who are we? And here we say a very important affirmation as an answer to the question, who we are. Here we say, O Mother, I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this ego. I am not this conditioning. I am not these expectations. I am not these pressures. I am not these emotions, relations. I am not these roles, but I am the pure self. I am the spirit. I am the pure awareness. O Mother, I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this ego. I am not these conditionings. I am not these expectations. I am not the past. I am not what people think of me. I am not this competition. But I am the pure self. I am the pure awareness. I am the spirit. O Mother, I am the pure self. I am the spirit. I am the pure awareness. Now we put our right hand on the left side of the neck. And here we are confronted with a very big illusion of our lives. And this big illusion is the illusion of guilty feelings. Here we have to understand that what we think we did wrong is already the past, has already happened. You cannot change it. So it doesn't make any sense to carry the burden of it in the present moment. This center here, where we have put our hand, majorly gets blocked, or you might develop some cramps here. Once we have guilty feelings and always feel sorry of what happened in the past. So let's be kind to ourselves, which we sometimes forget. So here, to understand that whatever has happened has already happened, one cannot change it. One can only try to not repeat it in the future. One can learn from it. And also to give ourselves a little bit of the grace mark to understand that what we did wrong was because of our false identifications. False identifications with our ego, with our temptations, with our emotions, or with our anger. Or we just did not know what to do in that situation. But now we just affirmed that in reality we are the pure self, the spirit, the pure awareness. And the spirit, the pure awareness, is the purest in us. So in identification with this pure self, without any doubt, at least for now. In this moment, we say 4 times inside ourselves, O Mother or O Energy, I am not guilty or I am free of guilt. O Mother, I am not guilty. When I am the pure self, then how can I be guilty? O Mother, I am not guilty at all. When I am the pure self, then how can I be guilty? O Mother, I am not guilty at all. When I am the pure self, how can I be guilty? Now, after being kind to ourselves, let's put our right hand across the forehead. Press it, hold it tightly, and at this level, we say the most important affirmation before we get into the state of yoga. So let's be kind to our thoughts also. And here at this level, we say, without thinking about anyone specific in general, with complete heart, the following affirmation. O Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. O Divine Energy, O Mother, O Motherly Energy, I forgive everyone, I forgive myself, I forgive all my negative thoughts. O Mother, I forgive everyone, I forgive myself, I forgive all my thoughts. I forgive everyone because I deserve peace. Whether we forgive or don't forgive doesn't make much of a difference. But if we don't forgive, and if we are intelligent enough, we would know that we are still playing in the hands of wrong people. And we're still carrying this load on our heads, which is just burdening us. So for our own benefit, for our own peace, we say this affirmation again. O Mother, I forgive everyone, I forgive myself, I forgive all my thoughts because I deserve peace. O Mother, I forgive all my thoughts, I forgive everyone, I forgive myself. Now this affirmation lightens our head, which is overactive. I forgive everything. Now let's bring our right hand back on the lap. Stretch our right hand fingers. Put the right hand palm on the limbic area, on the top of the head, on the fontanelle bone area. Press it a little. And here we move the scalp of our head, massage it 7 times in clockwise manner in a moderate speed. And here we say following, O Mother, please give me my self-realization. O Mother, please give me my yoga. O Mother, please give me my yoga, the connection with the all-pervading divine power. O Mother, please make me one with the whole. Please make me part and parcel of the whole. Please give me my connection, the union with the all-pervading divine power, and allow me to feel you and feel the state of my subtle system. Mother, please give me my self-realization and establish me in the state of deep silence, in the state of thoughtless awareness, the meditative state, which happens automatically once this energy crosses over the center on the forehead and pierces through this 7th center and connects us. Now, Mother, please establish us in this yoga, in this connection, and give us the state of thoughtless awareness, the deep meditation. Now we leave our hand, right hand, for a couple of seconds on top of the head. We bring it back slowly on the lap. Keep our eyes closed. And we just enjoy the state for a couple of minutes. We don't have to put any effort. We don't have to do anything. Keep the hands, both the hands, very comfortably open. The shoulders are relaxed. The head is relaxed. And we just enjoy the state of silence. And we can keep our attention on top of the head where we had put our hand if possible. Just keep the attention inside our heart. And we just allow our inner energy to give us this deeper state of connection. We just remain in the state of witness. Allow it to happen to us. In case any thought tries to disturb us, we don't get involved. We just allow it to pass by and just say, not this thought, because every thought is a creation of this mind, which is an illusion. No thought is important. We can just say, not this thought. I just want to be in this connection with the whole. I want to be in the state of silence. Now let's lift our hand, right hand, around 10 to 20 centimeters above our head. And we move our right hand near the scalp and away from the scalp. And we try to observe whether we feel something. When this energy is awakened in us, she comes out in the form of soft, cool breeze, or it could also be warm breeze in the beginning. It could be a little hotter there. Sometimes you might also feel the pinching sensation, tingling sensations on the fingers or palm of the hands. Some of you might feel near the scalp better, and some might feel away from the scalp better. So for that reason, move your head, move your hand little bit towards the scalp and away from the scalp, and check where do you feel the best and whether you feel something or not. If you don't feel anything, don't worry. Sometimes you just feel it inside, and it takes time to feel it on the hands. And it might be very slight cool breeze. Now let's take the same thing with the left hand. Right hand open on the lap, left hand above the head. Move it up and down, near the scalp, away from the scalp. And we check also here. What do we feel? Some kind of soft, cool breeze, warm breeze, some pinching sensation, tingling sensation on any of the fingers or palm of the hands. Some of you also might feel pressure on top of the head in the beginning. So check with the left hand also. It might happen that you feel different on both the hands, like the right might feel different, left might feel different, or it might be the same. To just check it once, let's try it again with the right hand. Right hand above the head, just to compare whether we feel the same on both the hands or it's different. Now, all the things what we are feeling right now, everything what we are feeling right now, cool breeze, hot breeze, warm breeze, tingling sensation, pinching sensation, or pressure. All these things are indicating the state of our inner subtle system, this inner body inside us, which we will learn to decode in the coming days in our regular meditation courses. So let's, keeping both the hands comfortably on the lap, we go a step ahead in our theme for today. Before we go in the theme, which is we're going to work a little bit more on our heart center, let's have a look on the right side of the screen where we see this subtle body. There you see different centers which are mapped on the hands in the form of different colors. That means if you have any kind of constriction, any kind of imbalance in any of the centers, you might feel the indication in the form of tingling, in the form of warm sensation, pinching sensation on any of these fingers. So let's say today our center is the heart center. The theme is about this heart center, which is here at the level of the heart. And this is reflected on the small finger on the palm of our hands, which is number 4 here, if you can see. So this is the way that all these centers are mapped on our fingertips. And once this energy gets awakened, we get the new dimension of our awareness, where we start to feel the state of the system on the central nervous system. And the part of the central nervous system are our palm of the hands. They're very intricately, very microscopically built, very, very sensitive fingers. And you feel everything about your system on these palm of the hands. So before we go ahead, we know about, let's try to understand a little bit about our channels. The left channel, the blue one, which is situated on the left side of our body, is the power of desire, is the emotional channel in us, is the emotional side in us. It caters to our emotional needs, it caters to our feelings, it caters to our desires. It is also representing our past. So all the unfulfilled desires of the past, all the past hang-ups, all the traumas, all the emotional difficulties that we might be having or facing or have faced, all these things can get stored on this left channel. Now, when this left channel gets overloaded, gets blocked, you feel on the left hand palm either ice cold, or it could be heaviness, or it could be some kind of heat or warmth coming out of your left hand, which shows that the left channel has some kind of blockage. And how do you also feel it in general? If you feel that you are very easily emotionally disturbed, if you feel that You can very easily cry, or if you feel that you're feeling a little bit of sadness in the heart, if you feel depressive more or less, these are all signs of the block or the imbalance on the left channel. So once we balance the left channel, all these symptoms, all the psychosomatic disorders which we might have, all these things are alleviated and our left channel comes in a good state. On the other side, the right channel, the yellow one, which starts from the second center, is the power of action in us. This is representing our future. So all the futuristic activities like thinking, planning, or in general, all the mental activity like analyzing the logics, the rationality, everything is being governed, everything is being taken care by this right channel. So once we go into the process of overthinking, we think a lot, we plan a lot, we analyze a lot, we try to rationalize everything a lot. This right channel, because of overthinking, gets heated up, it gets filled with excessive heat, and this heat also goes to different organs in our body. It also creates a stress in us. It also creates a symptom of burnout. It can also lead to some kind of other physical imbalances. It can make you an aggressive person. It can give you some inner aggression, some kind of inner disturbance, some kind of inner edginess. So all these symptoms, when you're easily disturbed, when you're short-tempered, or when you are having some kind of problem with your patience, this is all showing that your right channel might need some kind of clearance. Okay, so left is the past, right is the future, and in the center, the central channel represents the present, which is also the power of evolution, which is also the balance, which is also the peace and joy, what we want to experience in life. So let's get into a short meditation, in which we're going to work on our channels a little bit and on the heart center. And then we see a small video about the heart center. So to start with that, we keep both the hands open on the lap. We try to balance our three channels, that we come out of the clutches of the past. We bring ourselves back from the worries about the future and just enjoy the bliss, the peace in the present moment and be in this moment. For that, we just put our left hand open on the lap and right hand we put on Mother Earth. If you're sitting on the chair, just hang your right hand towards Mother Earth and keep your left hand open on the lap. Now, while doing so, we'll just request our inner motherly energy, which is awakened in us, which you also feel in the form of deep relaxation, or which you also feel on palm of the hands after the first experience of awakening of this energy. This all shows that your energy is awakened. And now we can take the help. She does everything. We just have to depend on her. So here we request, oh Mother, please clean our left channel. Take away all the emotional hang-ups, the past hang-ups. Take away all the negative emotions. Take away all the dissatisfaction. Take away any kind of emotional drag in me. Take away all the excessive attachments. Take away the guilty feelings. Take away any kind of unfulfilled desires. Please take away the effect of the past traumas. Take away the self-pity. Take away all the false conditionings. Take away all the negative emotions, negative feelings. And we clean our left channel, taking the help of the earth element. Now this, by the virtue of awakening of this energy inside us, by the grace of this energy inside us, we automatically get connected to the nature, to all the 5 elements. And these 5 elements helps to clear our subtle body. So keeping left hand open on the lap, right hand on Mother Earth. One last time we say, Mother Earth, please take away all the imbalances of my left channel into you. Please make my left channel lighter. When the left channel gets cleared, we automatically have the most important feel in our heart, which is the feeling of joy. Joy is the quality of a healthy, balanced left channel. That come what may, whatever the situation, we have this joy in the heart. So here we say, Mother, please take away all the imbalances of my left channel and establish pure joy, pure desire, and only pure emotions, if at all, required. Please give me pure desire, pure joy, and pure emotions. The positivity. Now, once the left channel is cleared, is cleansed, we start to feel soft, cool breeze, lightness or coolness on the palm of the left hand. Don't worry if you don't feel it. Sometimes it might take a little longer, depending on the state of our system. The Kundalini knows everything. She's going to work it out. Now let's put our attention on the right channel. For that, we put our right hand back on the lap, comfortably open. And we put our left hand pointed towards the sky. Now, because it is pointed towards the sky, which means we're going to take the help of the air element in the sky, which is the ether element. Keeping attention on the palm of the right hand, open on the lap, we request, O Mother, motherly energy, please take away the excessive heat from my right channel into the ether, into the air element, into the sky. O Mother, please take away the excessive heat, stress, excessive thoughts in the sky element, in the ether, in the air. Take away any kind of aggression. Take away any kind of anger. Take away any kind of inner disturbance. Take away the lack of patience, the impatience in us. Take away the pressures of over-responsibility. Take away the excessive ego, the I-ness. O air element, O ether, please cool down my right channel. Now, all these elements help us to clear and balance our channels. So we can take the help and we request, please cool down my right channel. Cool down my temperament. Cool down my attention. Let me have pure, clean, and focused attention. Let me have a stable attention. Please take away all the worries overloading my attention. O divine power, you are the doer, organizer, enjoyer. I'm just the instrument. Mother, please cool down my right channel. Motherly energy, cool down my right channel. Cool down my right channel through ether and air element. Now, once right channel is cleansed, you will start to feel slight, soft, cool breeze on the palm of the right hand. Your right hand might feel lighter. It might take a little longer. Don't worry about it. If you still don't feel it, let your inner energy, the motherly energy, Kundalini, work it out. Now we put both the hands in front of us, open at the level of heart. And this posture is a sign for the Kundalini that we are asking, we are requesting, or we are desiring the balance in us. So here we say, Mother, please give us the balance. Let me not be in the left, that is past. Let me not be in the future, the right channel. But let me be in the present, in the central channel. Mother, please give me the balance. Give me the harmony. Harmony with the self and harmony with the environment. Harmony with everything. Mother, please give me the balance. Let me not be in the past. Let me not be in the future, but in the present. Let me have the balance between desire and action. Let me have the balance between emotions and rationality. Let me be completely established in the present moment. To be established in the present moment is the starting of the meditation. Now we put our right hand on the heart, which is in the middle of the ribs, between the breasts. And here we request this awakened inner energy inside us to give us the primordial qualities of this center, the strength of the center. So if we say, Mother, please cleanse our heart center, the heart chakra, one can call it. Please balance my heart center. Please establish security. Please establish the innocence in our heart. Please establish the confidence. Please establish the peace. Please establish the faith. And please establish the courage in our heart, the inner strength, the resilience. Oh, Mother, please come in my heart. Please lighten my heart. Take away all the burdens coming from the left side, the emotional side, or coming from the futuristic side, the worries. Please lighten my heart. Please open my heart. Please establish all the primordial qualities of the heart chakra, the heart center. The security, peace, pure love, confidence, faith, and fearlessness. Let me be completely fearless. Let me have innocence in my heart, that I can completely disconnect with all the false identifications blocking my heart. Please open my heart. Now we put our right hand on the forehead. And here we request this time, Mother, please release my brain from the bondages of ego and conditionings. Take away this ego, these conditionings, all the reactions, all the mental concepts. And please bring me in the reality. I forgive everything. Take away the thoughts coming from the past and the future. Let me be in the present, in the thoughtless state. Then you put your right hand again on top of the head. Massage it a little, and this time we say, Mother, please establish my self-realization deeper. Please establish my yoga deeper. Please strengthen this union with the all-pervading divine power or the cosmic power. And please establish us in the state of thoughtless awareness, in the state of complete oneness with this power of the universe, in the state of complete oneness with this whole nature. Please establish us in the state of thoughtless awareness. We bring our right hand back on the lap with relaxed attention on top of the head where we have put our hand. We enjoy the state for a couple of minutes. We don't put any effort. No, nothing to focus on. We just expose ourselves to this divine grace all around us. Just enjoy the state. Remain in the state of connection with the absolute, with the whole, with the source, with the power that created us. We just remain here and now. Now let's again lift our right hand above the head and we check again the state of our inner subtle system and whether we can feel the flow of the Kundalini, of this energy. Is it cool? Is it lighter now? Is the pinching and the tingling sensations lighter? Check with the right and then check with the left. And then also keep your both the hands open on the lap and observe what do you feel on both the palm of the hands. Just for a short moment. With this attention on what are we experiencing right now, what are we feeling right now on the palm of the hands, we watch a short talk of Srimataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga Meditation, about the Heart Center, which is very informative. And while listening to the talk of Srimataji, while watching the talk, try to keep both the hands open on the lap to see how this energy expands our awareness more and more, whether we are able to feel it much more clearer or not.
Now then we have another center on top which we call as the heart center. It is in the center. Now in the sternum bone, behind the sternum bone, this center is there, and thymus produces the antibodies in your sternum bone. These antibodies later on fight your diseases. When you are about 12 years of age, they go into the whole body and waiting there for a signal from your sternum bone. That means supposing you see something, you get frightened, this bone starts pulsating. When it pulsates, the antibodies know there's some emergency and they get prepared for it. Now this is such a normal thing to happen to people, but insecurities can be of the worst type. And when these insecurities develop, people can develop all kinds of diseases of the lungs, especially the women develop what you call as the breast cancer. Mostly these women are insecure. Maybe their husbands are not good, or they feel that the husband may leave them alone or something like that. There are certain insecurities that are built in. They might be quite frightened personalities. I've seen most of the air hostesses have this center heart catching because they're afraid they may miss the plane, or I don't know, they have to be on the job and run and do. Mostly these time-bound jobs cause you the trouble here of the center heart. And this center heart is very important because for women especially, they have to be secured. If their motherhood is challenged, then they are even worse. And this is how one has to understand a woman should be very much respected. If she is your wife, she is your child, or anything, she has to be respected and given all the security. It's the woman who makes the society, it's the woman who creates the children, it's the woman who looks after the children. So the men have to give all the security and the protection to the womanhood, and understand that is a very important factor, which if we neglect, we can have lots of problems with our society, and the women will start competing with men, and then the society will be all dislocated. If there's any problem with your father, then the right side catches and it gives you asthma. First of all, you are, we can say, vulnerable to asthma due to bad liver. Plus, if you have problems with your father or with your fatherhood. Supposing you are an unhappy father, or maybe that you are not looking after your children, then you get this center caught up very badly.
It can happen to any one of us if a man is unkind to his son. It's a father principle. If the son is unkind to the father, so the father is hurt. It's the father principle if it is disturbed by any chance, or suddenly father dies and you feel the pinch of that all your life. All that can work out here and you get this right heart catch. With that, you get asthma. It is said that in homeopathy they believe that with more tension you get it. Because when you are more tense, you see, you remember your father. If he was here, he would have helped you. In the subconscious, sometimes it works out. And that's how it adds to the problem. It is so simple to work out that you'll be amazed that if you have to just raise the principle of father in a person like that, who might be a dejected father, who might be a cruel father, who might be a son who has lost the father, can be anything, that you have to just put your hand on that part. left-hand side of this is the essence of motherhood. If in your childhood your mother had played a role which has given you fear or kind of a frightening experience, then this center goes out. We say the left heart is catching. Sometimes if you are a bad mother also it might catch.
This center is very important. On the left hand side is the mother's side, and the mother itself is, if the mother is a lunatic, you get a problem there. You might get it, we call it a heart. There are two hearts. One is the heart of the spirit and one is the heart chakra. If a mother is a fanatic, she's a woman who is very fanatic about her food, things like that, then the children get it. It's a dangerous thing to play with children like that, to have complete discipline on the children and just keep them, must walk straight like a horse, put two things. Children should be allowed to have their freedom. Actually, when we suppress them too much, they become hooligans. That way Indians are better. They know how to bring up their children. With this cruelty towards children, I don't know what women are up to. Where are they going to take their figures and their beauties and everything in front of God? Such cruelty exists, such self-centeredness. Then with all this, the children develop this trouble and they have palpitations. They have very weak hearts. Or when the children are not nice to the mother, they also get it. So mother and father are very important factors in Sahaja Yoga, and you have to understand that if your parents have been unkind to you, you must forgive them. Just forget about them because they have given you birth. You should be thankful and just forget about them. That's the best way to get over the problem of left and right heart.
So I have explained to you all these things. Now this is the heart. In the heart resides the spirit. The spirit is watching the game of this creation and is watching what is happening to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. Everybody has got in their heart the spirit which is watching. It's called as the Kshetrajna, means the one, the knower of the field. He is watching every minute. He knows what to do, where you go, what mistakes you create. He watches. He doesn't interfere. It's only the interference comes from here, from that way, which tries to give you conscience, which tries to improve you. From here sometimes, the victim part, it tries to tell you, be in the center, by punishing you, by showing it is wrong. But he is just watching the game. Let's see how far it goes. He is the knower of your feet. He is the universal being within you. He is the reflection of that God Almighty who is a spectator within you. And his power is this all-pervading power which has created all this. So to feel this all-pervading power, you have to become the spirit. All this creation has no meaning if you do not become the spirit. In the Vedas, the very first stanza says that by reading Vedas, if you do not become Vid, Vid means, Veda word comes from Vida. Vida means to know. If you do not become the knowledge, then it has no meaning. What's the question?
You were talking about the spirit being in the heart chakra there over on the left side. I'd like to know why it's on the left instead of in the middle, because if the spirit has to do with realization, why isn't it in the middle, in the central kundalini, instead of on the other side like that? And why is it in
the heart?
Yeah.
Heart is the main thing within us. You see, that's the last. Once heart stops, we don't exist. It's sheer existence. That's the most important organ God has given. Once the spirit is angry, in any way strained, any way despaired, we just disappear. And then we die. There's nothing left. Heart is very important. That's why he's praying.
Now, for this short video about the heart center, about the heart chakra, let's take a minute or so without analyzing anything. Just be stationed in this moment and let the spirit in us, which is in the heart, the organ of the heart, enlighten our awareness more, which means that we start to feel the existence of this power inside us more and more on the palm of the hands and above our head, all around us. We can put our right hand again to check this vibratory awareness, this new dimension of awareness, which we want to establish. We check again, how do we feel? Is it all the more lighter now? Is it cooler? Cool means that our system is in the state of balance. Check with the right and the left hand. If you still feel some warmth, some tingling, which is very normal, it shows the Kundalini is working out the constrictions. And if you feel on both the palm of the hands, soft, cool breeze, the coolness, that means the system is in balance in this moment. So in this journey inside ourselves, we'll see you all next week and in the coming weeks. Let's take this state along with us. Today's Monday. We have another 5 days or 4 days. And try to remember the state of this silence, this peace, what we might have experienced today. Before we end our meditation, we always do a small exercise, which is in the beginning and the end of the meditation, which is like the preparation for the meditative process, for the process of meditation, that we get into the state of meditation, and after the meditation, we remain in this beautiful state to keep that balance and to keep that energy flowing inside us. We always raise our energy, the Kundalini, in the beginning, and give ourselves the protective covering, like a sheath of protection. So for raising the energy, we put our left hand at the base of the spine, like almost at the level of the first center, which you can see here. So left hand here, the right hand goes on top, front, and down. So it rolls around the left hand. So we can do it together, raising our right hand. It goes around the left hand. We take it up and we tie a knot. Now we have 3 channels inside us. So we raise our inner energy, the Kundalini, 3 times. 1 time for each energy channel. So we have raised to the left side. Now we raise to the right side, the right channel. We raise it up. Take it up. And we tie 2 knots, 1 and 2. Then we raise it up again for the central channel, the channel of evolution, through which we also get or got our realization. And we do 3 knots. It's like tying up our inner energy above the head, that she remains there. Now, having tied this energy over there, it remains there like a bundle. And through this, our own awakened divine energy, we are going to protect our 7 centers. Okay, like the protection, like we are giving the protective auras around our centers. So for that, we'll do like right hand on the left side, left to the right, and back. We do it 7 times, 1 time for each energy center. So let's start for the first one, left to right and back. Second one, which is in the lower abdomen, left to right and back with the right hand. For the third center in the stomach region, left to right and back. Fourth center in the heart region, left to right and back. Fifth center in the neck region, the throat region, left to right and back. Sixth is on the forehead, left to right and back. And seventh center on top of the head, left to right and back. And let's try and observe again. Putting both the hands in front of us. We see whether something is flowing all the more nicely. We check also above the head. Usually after raising this energy, raising the Kundalini and taking this protective covering, this feeling intensifies. You feel much more the flow. Check with the right and check with the left. You can bring both the hands back and we'll end our official session here. Of course, for all the question and answers, the Zoom link is still open. You can always write your questions. You can also switch on your microphone or like switch on your videos. For all the people who are seeing us online, thank you so much for joining us today. So we'll be meeting you next week, next Monday with a new theme. And we'll be going deeper in our subtle system. We're going to understand much more about ourselves and much more about this connection with the whole, the techniques, the mantras, the affirmations, what we require for keeping the system inside us in a great state, that we also remain in a peaceful state. So I wish you all a beautiful week ahead, a relaxed week ahead, and in the best of the spirits, and see you all then in the coming Mondays. Have a nice evening. Bye. So our live streaming has ended. That means you can actually switch on your videos or the audio, like the microphone. And if you have any question, please ask. And if you feel free, just feel free. If you feel comfortable in writing in the chat, Vijay and Fu, then please do write. Thank you, Fu. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vijay. In case you have any question, please do write. Or you can ask the question also. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Richard. And we'll end the session now.